Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my YouTube channel Learn English with Saliha. Students, today we are going to discuss and solve the bookwork of unit number 3 Daffodils. This is very important lesson and I have also uploaded its summary with proper quotations and question answers of this unit. Alright? But first subscribe my channel to be updated with all new lessons of PCTB new syllabus 2025. So let's take the start of today's lesson, students. Here you can see the bookwork complete solved exercise of unit number 3. So you can open the book in front of you to complete all the bookwork in a good and excellent way. So question number 1 is choose the correct option and questions, and the options are here. What this is part B of your book, students. Part B, question answers exercise work part B. What is the primary theme of daffodil? यानी daffodil की जो main theme है वो क्या है? And you will tick the right option is the beauty of nature. And second question is to which natural element does the compare himself in her beginning? And the right option is वो किस चीज से जो फितरती एलिमेंट है राइटर उसको किस चीज से जो पोएट है कंपेयर कर रहा है. एंड द राइट ऑप्शन इज सी अ क्लाउड, एक बादल से. ओके, नाउ लुक एट द नंबर 3. वेयर डज द पोएट सी द डैफोडिल्स? यानी पोएट जो है वो शायर जो है डैफोडिल्स को कहाँ देखता है? एंड द राइट ऑप्शन इज बिसाइड अ लेक, एक झील के किनारे पर. Number 4 is how does the poet describes the movement of the daffodils? यानी वो daffodils के लम्हात को किस तरह से उनकी movement को किस तरह से पेश करता है? And the right option is C, fluttering and dancing, यानी कि झूमते हुए और नाचते हुए. Now look at the number 5. To what does the poet compares the daffodils in terms of their continuous stretch? यानी वो डैफोडिल्स को किस तरह से कंपेयर कर रहा है, यानी वो किस तरह से फैली हुई थी. एंड द राइट ऑप्शन इज बी अ स्टेरी नाइट, यानी एक तारों भरी रात की तरह डैफोडिल्स फैली हुई थी. Alright students, is there any confusion? You can ask me in the comment section, and if you have any query about that. Okay, now look at the part 6. How many daffodils does the poet estimate he saw at glance? यानी कितनी daffodils वो एक नजर में एक झलक में देखता है. And the right option is C, tens of thousands, यानी thousands daffodils वो एक ही नजर में देखता है. Okay, now question number 7. Which word best describes initial feelings before he sees the daffodil? यानी कौन से जो अल्फाज हैं वो उसकी इब्तदाई फीलिंग्स को शो करते हैं डैफोडिल देखने से पहले. एंड द राइट ऑप्शन इज बी, यानी उसकी लोनलीनेस को, उसकी तन्हाई को. Okay, look at the number 8 point is what effect do the daffodils have on the poet's mood? यानी पोएट्स के मूड पर, शायर के मूड पर किस तरह से डैफोडिल्स अफेक्ट करती हैं. लेटर रिकॉल्स देम, जब उनको याद करता है. रिकॉल्स मीन याद करना. एंड द राइट ऑप्शन इज सी, दे ब्रिंग हिम जॉय, यानी कि वो उसकी जिंदगी में जब भी वो उनको रिकॉल करता है, उनको याद करता है, तो वो उसकी जिंदगी में खुशी लेकर आते हैं. Okay, now look at the number 9. What phrase does the poet use to describe his reflective moment about the daffodils? यानी जो शायर है वो अपने किस तरह से रिफ्लेक्टिव मोमेंट्स को, रिफ्लेक्टिव एहसासात को डैफोडिल्स के बारे में इजहार करता है. एंड द राइट ऑप्शन इज बी, इन अ वैकेंट और इन अ पेंसिव मूड, यानी जब वो बहुत ज़्यादा उदास होता है और अपने आप को अकेला महसूस करता है तो तब वो रिफ्लेक्टिव मोमेंट को महसूस करता है. Alright students, look at the last point of part B, and the question is which line from the poem best conveys the lasting impact of the daffodils on the poet? यानी जो daffodil है शायर पे कौन सी लाइन सबसे everlasting impact यानी हमेशा रहने वाला तासुर छोड़ती है. And the right option is C. You will tick the C, students. And then my heart with pleasure fills, यानी तब मेरा दिल खुशी से भर जाता है. Okay, next we have vocabulary part B, students. Now open that specific page, and the question is, this is the table. Find the connotative and denotative meaning of this word. Now what is the connotative meaning? Connotative mean exact जो हम किसी वर्ड के बारे में जब डिनोटेटिव मीन एग्जैक्ट डिक्शनरी मीनिंग, यानी अगर कोई वर्ड है लोनली है तो जो इसका एग्जैक्ट मीनिंग होगा जस्ट लाइक अलोन, दैट इज द डिक्शनरी मीनिंग. एंड कोनोटेटिव मीन जो हमारे माइंड में उसका कोई सिनोनिम आ जाता है या हम उसके बारे में कोई अंदाजा लगाते हैं, that is called the connotative meaning. Okay, this is the difference between the denotative and the connotative. Denotative mean exact dictionary meaning and connotative mean जो हम किसी भी वर्ड के बारे में सपोज करते हैं, फर्ज करते हैं या हमारे माइंड में उससे मिलता जुलता वर्ड आता है, that is called the connotative meaning. I hope you will understand it, that what is the difference between the connotative and the denotative. So now look at the table, we have to fill it out. So denotative meaning and the connotative meaning. The first word is lonely. Lonely denotative is alone and connotative is again alone. And next word is cloud. Cloud denotative meaning is shadow and the connotative is wander or the vagabond. Next word is fluttering. Fluttering means jhoomna, nachna, and denotative is flap and the connotative is tossing, यानी अपने सर को हिलाना. Sprightly, sprightly mean झूमते हुए. Denotative is lively and the connotative is excited. Okay, so here you can see next gazed. Gazed mean देखना and the denotative is stare, घूरना, and watch continuously यानी कि मुसलसल देखते जाना. Bliss, bliss is खुशी. Denotative is happiness and the connotative meaning you will write the blessings. Okay students, the table we have completed. Next we have the next part is here, part 6. Specify positive and negative connotation of each of the following. Now students, there are two types of connotation, just like positive connotation and negative connotation. Now what is positive connotation? यानी अगर just like I am saying I am looking at you, this is the simple word, मैं आपकी तरफ देख रही हूँ. So देखना is positive connotation. But whenever I say I am staring at you, यानी कि मैं आपको घूर रही हूँ, that is called the negative connotation. यानी जिस चीज में नेगेटिविटी शो हो रही होगी, that is called the negative connotation. और जो एक सिंपल पॉजिटिव सेंस में बात की जा रही होगी, that is called the positive connotation. Okay students, clear? Now what is the difference between the positive and negative connotation? Now here you can see also the example gaze. Gaze, you can make the sentence of gaze like this: the poet was gazing at the flowers. यानी कि जो शायर था वो फूलों की तरफ देख रहा था, सिंपल देख रहा था. So that is why this is the positive connotation. Okay. नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज स्टेयर. सो स्टेयर इज घूरना, यानी किसी को अजीब तरीके से घूरना. सो यू कैन मेक द सेंटेंस लाइक दिस: द बाउलर was staring at the batter, यानी वो बड़े अजीब तरीके से जो बाउलर था वो बैटर को घूर रहा था. सो दैट स्टेयर मीन this is the negative connotation. Okay students, now clear what is the difference between the positive and negative connotation? Okay, next word is again same, shine. The stars are shining in the sky. Again this is positive connotation. And glare. Glare is the white snow glared in the morning. Okay, this word we can use in a negative connotation. Okay. So next again hoard. What is hoard? Hoard means ज़ख़ीरा अंदोज़ी करना. जिस तरह से वो जो मर्चेंट्स होते हैं वो चीनी की ज़ख़ीरा अंदोज़ी कर लेते हैं, जो कि गलत तरीका है. So hoard we can use as a negative connotation and you can make the sentence like this: they were hoarding wheat in godowns. यानी वो गोदामों में गंदम की ज़ख़ीरा अंदोज़ी कर रहे थे, जो कि गलत है. And that's why this is negative connotation. And next word is collect. Collect mean इकट्ठा करना. He collects coins in his money box. So this is simple sentence, so that's why this is positive connotation. I hope you will understand that what is the difference between the positive connotation and the negative connotation. Okay students, next part is choose appropriate words and phrases of for effective comparison. Now here you will tell simile. सिमिली मीन मुशाबह देना. जिस वर्ड में हम एज या लाइक यूज करते हैं रिजेम्बलेंस देने के लिए, That is called the simile. So MCQ is here. The baby skin was as soft as silk. यानी बेबी की स्किन सिल्क की तरह सॉफ्ट थी. नेक्स्ट personification. Personification mean human characteristics से resemblance देना. That is called the personification. Okay. So the here is question is the wind through the trees whispering secrets. अब इसमें personification क्या है? Whispering, सरगोशी करना यानी आराम से बात करना. So that is the B option is correct. Okay, danced. So next is hyperbole. I was hungry, I could eat. अब hyperbole mean यानी किसी word को बहुत बढ़ा चढ़ा कर बयान करना. That is called the hyperbole. And I was hungry, मैं इतना भूखा था. I could eat कि मैं एक horse को भी खा सकता था. यानी उसने इतना अपनी भूख को बढ़ा चढ़ा कर बयान किया कि वो कहते मैं इतना भूखा था कि मैं एक घोड़े को भी खा सकता था. Okay, next, what is imagery? The question is the sky was painted with hues of pink and as the sun set. यानी sky जो था किस तरह से pink था? That is like purple color. Okay. Next is metaphor. Metaphor mean किसी चीज को direct उसी नाम से बुलाना. Just like the man is a lion. यानी एक आदमी शेर है. अब हम उसको direct शेर कह रहे हैं. ये नहीं कह रहे कि वो शेर की तरह बहादुर है. That is called the metaphor. So the question is time is great. And the right option is it's a healer. यानी कि जो वक्त है वो आपको जीना सिखा देता है. Okay, next is assonance. So assonance is the lazy sat on a mat. That is the same sound word. Cat. The lazy sat on a mat. Cat. You will take the cat option. Alliteration. Alliteration. The question is the cold crisp snow crunched underfoot. And the right option is clean. Okay, students. So we have completed this part. Next you can see vocabulary part D of your book. Read each sentences and understanding compound sentences. Compound sentences and compound preposition. Now students, what is the compound preposition? Compound mean यानी जो एक word में एक से ज़्यादा words हों. Preposition होता है एक single word. But compound mean जिसमें दो या दो से ज़्यादा word हों. Just like here you can see the example. According to. So according to is a compound preposition. According to the schedule, the meeting starts at 10 a.m. Now the next preposition is the park is located in front of. Okay. So in front of is a compound preposition. She attended the conference on the behalf of his manager. So on the behalf of is compound preposition. Number 4 is due to. Due to again compound preposition. Due to the heavy traffic we were for the school. And number 5 is in addition to. This is again compound preposition क्योंकि इसमें एक से ज़्यादा preposition और word use हुए हैं. And in number 6, in spite of. In spite of the rain, the match continued. यानी बारिश होने के बावजूद match जारी रहा. Okay, students. Now next part is use the given composed preposition. Create your own sentences. अब उन्होंने क्या किया आप लोगों ने इन prepositions को use करते हुए this is part E sentences make करने हैं. Okay, here you can see first word is according to. There's no necessity that you have to write down the same sentences. You can create your own sentences. You can use your own ideas and creativity, students. Okay. Now here you can see number 1, according to. So you can make the sentence like this. According to the instructions, you will no need to buy some glue. The second word is front of. This is also compound preposition. In front of, she sat down in front of her dressing table mirror to look at herself. Okay. So next is on behalf of. On behalf of, you can make the sentence like this. On behalf of the City Council, I would like to offer our apologies for the inconvenience. Next word is due to. So you can make the sentence like this: the bus was delayed due to the heavy snow. यानी जो बस थी वो heavy snow की वजह से delay हो गई. In addition to, I enjoy reading books. In addition, I also like to watch movies. यानी मैं सिर्फ book reading मुझे पसंद नहीं है, बल्कि मुझे movies देखना भी पसंद है. In spite of the rain, we went to the park. यानी बारिश होने के बावजूद हम पार्क में पहुंच गए. Alright students, so we have completed the book work of unit number 3, Daffodils. I hope you would really like this video and understood all the important concepts which we have discussed. And if you really like this video, you can like, share and comment, and also press the bell icon for my coming video. So take care and Allah Hafiz.